Honestly, for the enjoyment of two people, that was for me and Eve.
Oh, well, it got me.
New bike, man. New bike. We're in.
Nice. Should we talk about this bike straight away?
It's hard to not mention it, isn't it? It's hard to not mention it. I'm really hyped on it.
Third guest.
Third
guest in studio. She's a pretty one.
I know, eh? You into it?
It's been a while since we've had anything pretty on the podcast.
This isn't a good audio topic.
No, it's not. Go to
YouTube. Is it at all? So I just got back from Germany, actually, where I went to the dealer launch that's already been launched to the press of the new Focus Jam2 Bosch, which I have sat behind me here. If you're listening, then we do also have the video.
We do like a bit of bike chat
YouTube,
sometimes.
Dude.
Especially if there's a new bike. This is something that I actually enjoy talking about and getting behind a little bit because we don't do it enough.
No, and it's inescapable that we love bike riding,
especially when they're electrified.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's just me.
No, well, you're reaching a point where I think you're going to start identifying as an EMTB rider.
Do you reckon? I might start my own channel.
I've noticed I noticed on your notes you started to write the E-Ride companion, and I was wondering whether you wanted to talk about it or.
Yeah, you're right, man. Me and Danny Mac are now we're tight. We bonded over that over dinner. As soon as I was like, so you only ride your e-bike really now? Then he was like, yeah. I was like, fuck, you're the one for me, mate. Give me some knuckles.
Yeah, he's a big Eve enthusiast for sure. As am I. I mean, I've been running and preaching SL for a long time.
True.
It's just been my bike of choice. I've been going to it.
Yeah.
And often I don't think I ride my full power Eve as much until the winter when it's boggy.
Yeah.
But
it's a real winter companion, isn't it?
This has come in just on time, man. I'm going to be coming back from Rampage and I've got my winter ready, full power Bosch e-bike ready to go.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Like I say, just coming, especially in the UK and probably across Europe, you're just coming into winter.
Yeah.
It's e-bike territory.
Yeah.
It's e-bike season. It's time to go get yourself a new e-bike. So, hey, I guess if you're listening or watching this, you could go look at one of these in your local Focus dealer.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
If you mention the ride companion.
Absolutely.
There might be something.
Stoked. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Well, it'll be online now, I really hope. Anyway, I hope we're not leaking this.
No.
But if you're listening or watching, you might have to check whether we're leaking it inadvertently.
Let us know in the comments.
What can you do? But I'm full honeymoon period at the moment.
What does that look like for you? What's honeymoon period with a bike?
I couldn't be more hyped to ride this thing. I'm going to be honest, the other bikes, the SL is looking longingly out of the shed window at the moment. Yeah.
You're a very lucky boy. To be honest, mate, you've mentioned it about 10 times today about my bike's charge. We could go for a ride.
I know. And it's honestly, it's what I feel like. Okay, so I've got a few things. This is just going to be a first look. We don't want to make it like an advert or anything, but this is real life. I'm real life mega excited.
You real life wanted to bring this upstairs and put it there so we could talk about it.
Look at it. Look how cool it is. I don't know what to call it yet. I was thinking Silver Surfer. Ooh. It's got like a fade. Check this, right? This is an alloy frame. Look at the smooth weld. I've never even seen that before, but it's unbelievably
That's neat.
Trick. I have, do you know what I've failed to do?
What?
I'm going to have to get a touch-up paint kit because it dominoed at the event.
Oh, did it?
And I haven't got it Invisi-framed yet.
Oh.
Which is so annoying, but I couldn't. I was going to pick it up from the event.
You could use our discount code.
Yeah, you absolutely should as well.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
This is beautifully put together, isn't it?
No,
you could use our discount code. You could get it in Invisi-frame, mate.
Yeah, I can't wait to get it in Invisi-frame. I'm going to be the first guy to go in and get Lee to measure it up, and then the kits will be live on the market.
So what are we allowed to talk about with this bike at the moment then that we know we can talk about? What have you noticed? What are the differences? And why is it honeymoon period? What are you actually enjoying about this bicycle at the moment?
Great question. So first and foremost, and the bit that I don't want to get wrong is basically that this has got the new Bosch motor. And by the time this is out, the new Bosch motor should be out and all of the facts and figures should be available and you'll be able to see it.
And they'll be in the show description. If you want to actually learn more about this bike, we'll put them in the show description.
So the new Bosch motor,
Yep.
Big difference.
Okay.
Big difference. Not in power, same power, I believe, from feeling. But I can feel certainly there's like a level of responsiveness that is like here's an example to make it easy to understand. If you stop at the top of the trail and you're talking, just the weight of my foot on the pedal is engaging the motor. So the bike is like, it wants to go. So I think e-bikes traditionally have had that sort of like on-off feeling, whereas this is more like a graph. So it's like here we go. You walk into the room, you've got a light switch and then you've got a dimmer switch. You know what I mean? More like that. So even in turbo, you can feel there's like that progressive nature of the power delivery. It just sounds like an advert now. It's not. I'm hyped.
It's not a light switch. It's a dimmer switch.
Yeah, exactly. The other thing is, I've got 2 batteries now. I'm Danny Mac all-day mission ready on my new Jam Squared Bosch.
Okay.
So I've got 2 batteries. I've got both sizes. This one in here currently is the 600. Yeah. So you can see that the cover is like in line with the frame. The 800 is the same length, but it bulges out a bit. Okay. So there's 2 options. I haven't actually tried the 800 yet. So, but I mean, the weight is the technology is so interesting to me. I don't understand it at all, but the old 750 watt hour battery, bear with me. Yeah. The old 750 watt hour battery, yes, yeah.
Maybe.
That is 400 grams heavier than the new 800. Please tell me how you do that.
If so it's more but less.
Yeah. Which I think is basically, you know, like if you're looking into the future, that's all I can imagine them doing. I feel like we're on the shallower part of the curve with e-bike technology.
It's like to go to the moon. It was rooms full of computers, and now you have more power than that in your pocket with an iPhone. It's like that.
It is like that.
It's a terrible analogy, but it's one that I want to get in there.
No, I do. I hear you though. I think it's interesting anyway, because you're getting the thing that everyone always wanted. You're getting more for way less weight.
Yeah, which is what everyone has always said. Like you say, when you talk about e-bikes, they'll get lighter, and they're starting to really get lighter. Yeah. So okay, that's cool, and it's not an SL, so it's full fat.
It's full fat. Yeah. That's one thing that I like, mate. It's so interesting. It's like I think I'm a good brand ambassador because literally everything has. I pick up, the glass is half full with me when it comes to riding. Yeah. I really enjoy riding. You can brake later on a normal bike. The SL feels close to a normal bike. This, it's heavier, but then you stick to the ground. So there's like always a positive. There's like something different that's interesting and fun about each bike, which...
Totally. Well, it's very pretty.
It is cool, isn't it?
Does it come in just this one colourway, or do we got a couple of options?
No, there's loads, and they're really... There's loads.
I like this colour.
Yeah, Deeks' one's got an interesting fade, but he might not have released it yet, and he gets very funny about that, so we don't want to talk about it too much. Yeah.
Like a haircut fade.
Can you believe that's alloy, though? That's the craziest thing. So basically, I asked about it, and it's essentially like filler over the welds. Right. So you never would have thought that you could get those shapes from aluminium. Alloy. Yeah. Wow. Like you can see the welds around the motor, and that's what it traditionally looks like around your head tube, but... Yeah, I think it looks mega sleek, and I'm hyped on it at the minute.
You can tell, mate.
Yeah, sorry,
it's radiating
I'm banging
off
on. I know
it's radiating off.
I know. So
it's a very pretty bike. Obviously, you've ODubbed it with a few of your parts, but I know it comes standard, dripping with quality as well.
Yeah, it does. Do you know what I'm trying to get? That they spent the product managers at Focus are rad, and all the people that ride the bike and test the pre-production ones, and they've absolutely obsessed over the suspension, and obviously I then go and put on my own suspension. But I really want to. I mean, these are fast dudes as well, and they're like blown away by the suspension. So I really want to get the tune and try and do the same thing as what they've. It. Yeah, just because I'd be interested to see what. Because they're raving, dude, about it in the office. Sick. Like it's sick actually. It was really good hanging out with them because. Yeah. Just the energy is high. Everyone's loving it.
Since you were out there as well.
Yeah, it was really good. Good to go and see him. So
hyped.
Yeah, I was in a different part of Germany to what I've been before.
A hot one, it seems.
So yeah, it was hot. Damn hot. It was forest fire hot, man.
Wasn't it?
It's called Braunlager. It's like the middle of Germany.
Okay.
Someone explained it to me that it was like the place that you go on school trips.
Oh, interesting.
But not a lot else goes on.
Like the Viking Museum.
Yeah, something
you
like that.
You won't have gone there because it's too far up north, but we had, that's where we went on a school trip.
What's the Viking Museum then? Yeah.
Museum of Vikings.
Where is it? What's the...
Jorvik in York. That's where the Vikings were mainly. Don't know why. Middle of the UK.
They picked the middle.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Coming across from Denmark, maybe.
Yeah.
I've revealed myself as so stupid there.
I don't know why were the Vikings in York. I don't know, but there was a Viking museum.
I'm looking at
and then
dude.
They used to put like 4D smell-o-vision in there, so it stunk like like sewers, and then it actually did flood, and then it actually did smell like sewers. It's quite ironic.
Really?
Yeah.
Wasn't actually a bad shout for Denmark.
I imagine where they came from.
Well, I mean, I don't know where they came from. Netherlands is a lot closer to Birmingham.
They might not even
Denmark.
have been there. Maybe it's just a museum.
Okay.
Just there. It's like,
It's an interesting spot for it if they weren't there.
Yeah.
Doug's big on history. Doug, talk us through the Vikings. Help us out here, dude. We're drowning. You got good... Doug, oh man, he's got so much knowledge.
What, they raided York? You reckon? I reckon everything, yeah. Interesting. It's like in Leeds,
You're a
there's
Viking,
the
aren't
armories.
He's a Viking. I reckon Doug's a Viking.
I reckon you could be a bit Viking. No one will ever know because you never go on camera.
Have you ever done one of those...
He's like 8 foot tall.
Ancestry things?
No.
You've never done... I would. We should do that as like a show thing because I'd love to know what my...
It's like 150 quid though.
Mate, I can
I haven't got the budget for it.
so imagine being just so disappointed with my results. Like you want something exotic, dude, don't you? You want to hear something cool. Or it just says, on mine, it just says Neanderthal.
Probably quite accurate.
Just that, it just says, you're not actually even human.
No.
You're Neanderthal.
Yeah. And a bit of dog.
What do you like to imagine? Yeah. Like a caveman had sexual relations with a canine.
What would I like to be?
Just one dark night
I don't
in
know,
a cave.
man. I'm all right with where I'm from, but I'd like...
You're all right with where you're from.
I'd
Where
like
you're from? This is the whole question. Where are you from,
dude?
dude?
Eskimo would be cool.
Would you?
I don't know if you
Inuit?
can say that. Can't say Eskimo, can you? Not allowed.
No.
Inuit,
I think. I don't know why. I think it's probably a term used badly.
I'd like a bit of that.
Inuit.
Don't know why. Just some conversation starter, isn't it?
Conversation starter.
Yeah. Nice knees. Inuits. That's where these ones are from. I'm sort of like knee to shin. Inuit.
You reckon? Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon.
Inuit would be cool. They're hard people, aren't they? I think they live off just like seal
Middle
fat
bit?
and...
I'd go somewhere else.
Would you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Inuit.
I'd go somewhere else for the
I think
middle part.
I like the idea of being like Mediterranean. Having a little bit of something in there.
Yeah, olive
Something
skin.
exotic, just
Olive
anything,
skin.
dude. I'd actually would just want anything other than just bog standard British. But I reckon I'm bog standard.
Yeah, box standard. Same.
Whatever
You and
that
me both,
means,
mate.
dude. Who knows?
So what happened with these fires?
Right, so it's actually super interesting. So
Please.
I went up there. I got some stink online about... I posted a thing, but okay, so...
God.
Basically, all of the trees, as far as the eye can see, have died. They've died upright. It looks incredible. It's really striking because there's still green and loads of animals and everything underneath, but there's just these skeleton trees.
Right.
And it's from a parasite. Basically, I posted on my Instagram. I guess this is what happens when you plant loads of the same thing. And I wasn't being greenwashy eco warrior. That's just as I see it. I'm just talking about as I see it. Yeah. I understand that I purchase IKEA furniture, that I use wood, and I've benefited from the Industrial Revolution somewhere in my caveman past. Whatever it is, I'm not trying to.
Amazon, yeah.
I'm not trying to be a clever dick or anything, but it is interesting. It's like one parasite wipes as far as you can see of trees.
Wow.
So then you've got all of these trees stood up. If you don't catch it quick enough, they dry out and die, and you can't cut them down. They're too dangerous. Right. So these are unfellable trees. These are useless trees. They're like trees that were planted for forestry purposes.
Yeah.
As soon as they find out they got the parasite, they try and fell as many as they can so they can still be used for timber.
Okay.
Whatever's savable. Yeah. But then you can't keep up with it.
Right.
You can't keep up. Like the way that...
So the parasite's acting quicker than the actual... felling can be taken.
And if you think about it, felling's done in like, let's say 7-year cycles, and that's for coppicing. So that's like fast turnover. Like I think Nordic fir is 40 years. All of the arborists listening to this will be screaming down their speakers. But like what I'm saying is each one has a season, so you have to plan your crop. So it's like this in 5 years' time we can harvest and it'll be worth 150 grand.
Yeah.
Then the next year you've got another bit that you can harvest and it'll be this much money. And you see what I mean?
Yeah. Forecasting.
Exactly. Whereas this parasite has spread. Parasite don't care about when you plan on cutting stuff down. So they've got 10 years of harvest that they're expected to get down as soon as they realise it's all infected. So basically, long and short of it, blah, 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 loads of dead, dangerous forests, loads of them eventually fall over. They just dry out, die, brittle. Right. So you've got basically like tangled...
was this in a forest that you could like go walk around?
Yeah,
so that's slightly dangerous as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's like big forestry things with fire roads. It's not like little paths and country, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it is dangerous. I'm sure you could see large areas where they had felled in time and got rid of stuff, but like there's a lot of dead trees, and they'd all like kind of fallen down and made all these tangled. Danny'd have a great time there. He'd have a whale of a time there.
Absolute like mecca.
Absolutely. But what it also creates is a perfect. It's like someone's made a perfect forest fire. You've got heather, deadwood falling on top of it, loads of deadwood stood up, and it was across the valley from where we were riding in Braunlager. It was Germany's biggest forest fire in however many. And to watch it unfold was pretty crazy. Like day one we got there, even saw some smoke. But we didn't think much of it, carried on. Yeah. Then we found on the news the next morning this massive fire, and we got to the top of the hill and it was like, oh my goodness. You sort of look at it and you're like, it's not too bad. And then you realise how big a human would be over there. Like we're talking about like 25-foot high flames.
Wow.
Crazy.
Wow.
So then I was really lucky actually in a weird way because I got to just watch it unfold and watch them deal with it. And they were dealing with it from the air, dude. You know, I'm into my airplanes, I'm into my helicopters. This was the best thing that could happen. There's a scenic lake on the top of the hill.
Yeah.
There's helis coming in. There were like two bells. I don't know if you know your helicopters much. So there were two like smaller ones, kind of like the ones that you'd see.
Like a private one?
Yeah, private ones with they weren't actually military ones, they were actually private ones. I think they're Bell 406. They're like I think 4 or 5 person ones.
Okay.
And they were lifting the big bags.
Yeah.
They were taking from the lake that we were sat next to, taking off, going over the fire and putting it out. So I was just like, honestly,
did you see like, was it making any difference?
Yeah.
What is the thought behind it? Do they dump it on the fire or do they dump it around to stop the fire spreading?
So from what I can gather from watching, and I did some watching, let me tell you, the fire is whatever. It's if you think how fast it grows, the circumference of a circle, if you start with a burn like that, you have this much fire. It's the circumference if you pull it out straight, right?
Yeah.
So as soon as it gets bigger, you have that much fire to fight. Because the middle is whatever, it's already burnt. There's no point in even putting it out, it's done. It's the edges.
Right.
So they're trying to control the spread of the fire because...
so they're literally doing the edges.
Yeah, dude, before you know it, you've got like if you think of the trees burning on the edge as the front line, you would have hundreds of miles of fire. If something just kept growing, it would be not manageable very quickly. And it was moving towards towns and stuff, you know, so...
Yeah.
And it was in a valley, so the wind was blowing. It was just like... It was pretty full on, I reckon, for those guys. They were trying to deal with it.
Wow. How many helicopters were they getting then?
We started off with the Bell.
Yeah.
The People's Champion, the Bell. He worked tirelessly. He was the quickest turnaround. He didn't have the biggest payload.
Okay.
But he was shifting some water, you know. He was doing a lot of laps. And he was a hell of a pilot. He was really quick. You see it swing in, he dips in.
And how do those bags work? I have seen them, but I can't think. Do they actually open?
Yeah, they dump. Yeah,
so they just okay.
Mate, it's so cool.
Like from a control, obviously inside.
Yeah, like an auxiliary control, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were watching that. Then they had two kind of like, I think they were like 50s planes that the Germans had, the German fire service had bought back off Poland.
Right.
That were originally German, really old things, and they weren't float planes.
Okay.
since then, I have looked into it, and you can get the float plane attachments, but these ones were not float planes. They were simply normal small aircraft, and so they were really cool to watch as well.
Yeah.
They were.
And how were they doing the same approach? Because a helicopter
Mate, it was so cool. They had sirens on.
for the air.
Comes past, low flyover. We're on the other side of the valley shooting bikes.
Wow.
Mate, it's my heaven. When you're waiting between runs and you're shooting photos and you have that to watch, that is like the best thing ever.
So sick.
And these pilots are heroes. They're going into just smoke. It was so cool to watch, like what the controls do and stuff. So I'm quite into planes and helicopters, as I've said.
Yeah.
I dream about it and stuff. I'd love to have been a pilot.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
all of that.
I mean, you fly in your dream. Don't you?
I fly my dream every single night. But you watch when they when the planes let go of the water, you see like the plane pull up instantly.
Oh wow!
So it's so sick seeing these fixed wings going, doing big bank turns out, heading straight back. I think they had to land to get refilled, so they're a much slower turnaround.
Right.
Then it got out of control to the point where they called the military, and we had some big dogs.
Whoa.
Big dog helicopters turn up. And when the big dogs turn up, we're literally as close as we could physically get, literally against the tape, trying to speak in broken English to the fire service. And you get spray off the lake, watching it fill up, and these huge helicopters. There's a dude in a mask. It looks like, I don't know this helicopter, it's a military helicopter. It looks like a small Chinook, single blade, but small Chinook. And the back tailgate comes down. There's just a dude there spotting on the radios. He's like 10 meters, 15 meters, like telling him how low he is, whether it's full, when to go.
Wow.
So they were delivering way bigger payloads. What they look
bigger
like,
bag.
yeah, that basically the small belt, it looked like a ton bag, you know, like what you buy a bag of sand.
Drip in the ocean.
Ton bag, and then the bigger ones, it looked more like two. Big bags, and you can hear the heli strain. It's so sick.
It's cool.
And it like they're so able to like let it swing and stuff. If you're a helicopter pilot, I feel like you're very good at like, it's a very 3D thing, so I think you're quite at one with the aircraft. I think it's quite cool.
Wow.
With a big bit of weight, you'd think that swinging
Cool
around
thing to
it'd be.
watch, to see.
You try to put a helmet bag on one side of your handlebars,
True.
and you start like nearly crashing.
Did you see him actually make progress and
Yeah.
slow it down?
Yeah, interestingly, because I was watching and sometimes they'd miss, and I'd be like, fuck, dude, why don't they just take their time, hover over? But of course you can't hover over. That'd be like fanning a fire.
Yeah, true.
So everything has to be like dynamic, and it's really, I know I'm like,
yeah, it's true, man. Yeah,
whatever
you're literally wafting the top of
neurodiversity
it.
that gets me.
If you...
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. So sometimes they would miss.
Yeah.
It's like, another one.
Then there was a much bigger helicopter that was German police that came as well. That was more like the sea life ones, sea service ones, whatever you call it, life-saving sea ones.
I've been in a few of those.
Yeah, there you go. So it was more like that one. So
Yeah,
it was like a big heli, but a big passenger-ish heli.
Got you.
So yeah, we had all of this stuff going on. I even rode up there at night to watch it at night because I didn't know what.
And they just kept going. Yeah.
No, they didn't keep going,
Oh.
which I was really hoping for.
Yeah.
But I think maybe some of our listeners can tell us, but most helicopter pilots are not. It's daytime only. It's like you don't have like instrument. I think flying at night is visual. It has to be visual. So
right.
yeah. So
Okay. So my biggest question, I saw on Instagram, you were like, "Oh, go on, even," and you're filming,
yeah,
and I was like, "That's pretty funny."
yeah,
He's obviously not in the helicopter.
yeah. But then he was, wasn't
But
he?
then I saw even actually was in the helicopter. So how did he end up in a helicopter?
With hard work, talent, perseverance, with you know, he's worked very hard. He's a very clever guy, and they needed help, and they called up even. Not only can he flat spin,
Okay.
50-foot jump.
Somewhat relatable.
The guy has been at the controls of a helicopter, put it that way.
In the past,
Yes.
not for a fire.
Yes.
So he ended up actually in one, helping.
Yes. Yeah.
No. It's old footage.
It was good though, wasn't it? We had a good
Mate,
time.
it got
doing
me.
that. Yeah, it got a lot of people. Yeah. Honestly, for the enjoyment of two people, that was for me and Eve.
Oh, well, it got me.
Let's go to an ad break. Companionship. Are you looking to take ownership of your health? Introducing AG1, a powerful daily nutrition supplement designed by scientists to support your body's needs. AG1 is a comprehensive and convenient blend of over 70 high-quality ingredients packed with vitamins, minerals, and whole food sourced nutrients.
With just 1 scoop each morning mixed with water, AG1 helps to support your brain, heart, energy, and immune system. It's a powerfully simple way to start your day right. While we have a degree of individuality, science tells us that the human body is interconnected, which is why AG1 contains over 70 ingredients to support your baseline nutrition. Drink AG1 is the best way to feel reassured that you're supporting your body with a broad range of nutrients it needs. AG1 isn't just another supplement, it's a morning ritual, a timely habit that fits seamlessly into your routine. And it does fit into my routine.
Dude, it does, yeah.
Because I just do it in the morning before anything. Apparently you're meant to have it on empty stomach, which I actually quite like. I take it with me in my little AG1 shaker and just go walk the dog.
I do it empty stomach every time, actually.
Yeah.
Because it said on the instructions, and I did what was on the instructions.
Like,
you know what I mean?
That's the sort of people we are.
Davey, what are the benefits?
Well, Ollie, they speak for themselves. From sustained energy throughout the day to immune support and stress management, AG1 has you covered. Plus, AG1 is NSF certified for sport, ensuring the highest quality ingredients and manufacturing standards. Ready to take the next step in your wellness journey? Visit drinkag1.com/ridecompanion today for a special offer. We are going to give you free 1-year supply of vitamin D3 and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your next purchase.
So that's drinkag1.com/the ride companion.
That's right, mate. Yeah.
Nice.
drinkag1.com/ride companion.
Take ownership of your health with AG1. Check it out now.
Check it out now. Great ad break, though.
Yeah, it was good ad break.
That one was fire.
Oh, nice, man.
Please,
nice, man.
Give me a break.
That's solid, dude, yeah.
I can't believe you guys with that. That was brilliant. That's really funny.
Yeah, so they got it under control in the end. And then, funnily enough, the next day it rained. After it was under control, the very next day it rained torrentially and was all good anyway. But it's a cool thing to be around. I know that sounds really dark, but I don't really think of it as like... See, all of these things... The monoculture and the death of all of those trees and all of that stuff. I know it was planted by humans, but it is nature. And the information they had when they planted the trees wasn't. They didn't know about this parasite. It's like unavoidable. It's not like, now you can learn from it. But I was never being like a green, annoying, clever dick guy. I just genuinely find it interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, it's similar to what kind of happened in Wales in a weird kind of way without the fire.
Yeah,
parasite.
Exactly.
Has to be felled.
It might even be the same parasite.
Yeah.
And they had to fell it. Exactly there. There you go. That's Revs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and the same actually weirdly goes with the forest fire. I just think that is what nature does not care. The forest is the ground is then fertile and makes way for new growth, and it all starts again. And like, I know it looks shocking at first, but it's like we have forest fires around here a bit.
Really? Yeah, there's been a few in the Peaks. There's people going out on summers and having barbecues that starts them.
I bet in the Peaks it's sketchy, because you've got a lot of like heather and...
Yeah, a lot of heather. Yeah, definitely. And people go and have barbecues like literally in the wilderness. And the next thing you know, the hillside's on fire. There's been a few big ones actually.
It's annoying if it's like a human that's like started it, isn't it?
Yeah, like, doing some shitty wall sausages or something.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
It's pointless.
Because... Yeah, if you imagine what like a city of life that is for like bugs and mice and stuff.
Yeah, it's awful. Gotta look after our places, mate. But yeah,
it's fine if it's
nature's just like whatever.
Yeah, if it's a lightning strike, then it's just like a scene from Animals of Farthing Wood.
When you see,
Whereas if it's like
when you see a tree that's been struck by lightning.
Yeah.
Cool.
I thought I was gonna get struck by lightning yesterday. Honestly.
Oh, you said I
don't think the Suzuki's big enough though, dude. You got a lightning rod on a Nissan. I bet you do, like one of those lightning rods that diverts the...
What, like they put on the church?
Yeah.
Oh dear. That's not lightning, that's hand of God.
Yeah.
That's what that is. Yeah.
So, it was good. I had a great time with Focus.
Sounds like it.
Watching forest fires, riding my new bike. It was an interesting bike park with some funny features.
Oh, right.
We quadded some features. Probably by now we'll put them up. So we've got footage of us quadding this like wooden feature. It was like an on-off, and Even and I jumped the whole thing. And then we were like, right, let's get it on GoPro. And both cased it. So cased the triple.
Oh, really?
Which was, so it's like a wooden platform with a drop. So we both cased the triple, but we both survived. So
fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, hype, mate. New bike time's always great, isn't it?
Absolutely. Look forward to you riding it, and hopefully get one of your own.
Mate, hopefully. If you're watching this, you know where I am.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, hyped. Cool. What else are we going to do? We figured we'd play a little game, didn't we?
Well, yeah, and you said conversation starter earlier about the...
I did.
Yeah.
I did say conversation starter. So let's try that out for a bit of fun, shall we?
Right, look.
Okay.
I've got...
So this just came off the back of you seeing it on another podcast and thought, this was fun.
Yeah.
Let's try it.
I like these little sections. So, all right, here we go.
Okay.
I'll be honest. I go to parties. Sometimes, if the party is not, my people from the companionship, people in this bubble of the bike world or whatever, sometimes I run out of things to say, dude. I'm sure everyone listening, you, yourself, you know the feeling.
Sometimes.
What are you going to talk about? Tax, the weather.
Yeah.
You need a way of like, it's not that I'm not interested in hearing what other people are up to and stuff. I just don't know the way in when it's not like, God, did you see the results at Rampage, eh? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not a relatable topic.
So we've got 11 foolproof ways to start a conversation. And to be clear, we haven't checked these, so this could be a horrific segment.
Yes. You can start it then. Are you going to do number one? And
Yeah.
we'll just see where it goes.
Here we go. This is quite interesting, actually. This is an article on Time. It says, striking up a conversation, especially with a stranger, is a lot like adding kindling to a fire pit, little callback, and hoping it ignites. Choose the wrong starter and the flame will fizzle out. But when you get it right, conversation and connection can spark.
Nice.
Spark as well is linked to e-bikes. We're really, really tying everything together.
Calling it all back.
Oh, mate, this might be a dry old section.
Yeah, let's try it.
I've got the first section.
Is it shit already?
Nice. Well, hey, dude, we'll see, won't we?
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
All right, Davey, you know, it's a crowded family gathering, a christening, shall we say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we in a church?
No, we're in like one of those like miserable community centres afterwards, and there's like egg and cress sandwiches being passed around, and they're very small.
Pineapple
and there's
cheese.
a very dry breadsticks with no dip.
Hey, they used to be my perfect buffets when I was young.
Yeah.
Like
Okay, so you might be in your
buffet up.
element here. You might be bloody Ray Gun on the dance floor.
Might be. Yeah.
You just got a drink of tea in your hand.
Tea?
And then, tea.
Okay.
It's daytime, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, daytime christening. And I'm going to come up to you and you're like, well, this guy clearly doesn't ride. I'm not that guy. And this is what I'm going to say to you.
Okay.
That is nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah. So what's the
This role play?
what's the best dining experience you've ever had?
Well, that's a good starter.
What is the best dining experience you've ever had?
Wow, you've caught me off guard with that. The best.
Yeah, because it's kind of your thing as well. Like you're a food guy, you like cooking.
Yeah.
What is the best dining experience? Honestly, this gets better the more I think about it.
Wow, that's really hard. The best dining experience. Holy shit, dude. I wouldn't be saying this to you though. Because if I'd only just met you, I wouldn't be looking at you going like, holy shit.
All right, here we go. We'll go back to the role play.
Dude.
We'll go back to the role play.
Okay.
Hey, so how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
All right. The egg and cress sandwich is a bit dry. I'm going to be honest. It's not the best dining experience.
My auntie made them. You saying she can't make sandwiches?
Moving on. What's the best dining experience you've ever had?
It's not this egg and cress sandwich. Okay. Best dining experience.
Yeah.
I have one, but it's like hard to think. It's vague because there used to be a restaurant in the States.
In a tinfoil blanket.
They taste good, those meals.
Yeah, I bet.
Those meals taste good. Hospital food's pretty shit, but when you've had hypothermia
Yeah,
and been in the
absolutely.
cold for an hour, yeah, that egg and cress sandwich is going to slam. Right, I've got a vague memory, right? But I will stick with it because it was a good vibe time and I was young enough. So it was at a time, always going about this. I'm so sorry, roast me in the comments if you want. But I was living in America, okay?
Yeah.
I was young. I had no money. Probably had fucking shitty clothes on that I stole off someone.
Yeah.
Actually did steal a load of clothes off someone. That's another story. And it was a restaurant, and I believe it was called Claim Jumper. And it's an American steak house. I think it might be a chain. But it was like a treat meal. It was like one of the ones that I went out for. Something had happened. Maybe I was leaving soon or something. It was like Stefan, who owned the business there, was like, I'm going to take you out for a nice meal. And at that point in life, like, I hadn't had any nice meals. I was just eating cheap crap.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
pot noodles.
Yeah, just crap. I mean, we used to have a chef at the place I lived at. Jeez, who was good. But anyway, I just remember that meal and just been like, wow, that was actually the tastiest thing I've ever eaten. And it was a steak, which I don't really eat steak anymore, but
mate, that's brilliant.
It was
just got a dining experience,
good
like
vibe time, you know, like nice people.
Yeah.
Canadian guy was there, Drew, who I really got on with. I think that's the one that sticks out. That I can't. We were talking last night about dining experiences. Like, you can go and do some wild stuff. Like, you can do like Michelin star, little small plates. You can do blindfold eating, all that sort of stuff. But I think for me, like, that stands out. But also, doesn't have to be overly complicated.
Mate, that's really interesting. And to think I just met you just a minute ago.
Yeah.
And I did mug off your auntie for dry egg and cress sandwiches. And like, now I feel like I know more about you. I feel like we're friends. I feel connected.
Yeah, but the thing that's really bothering me about your approach, especially, you're a bit creepy. Stood very close.
Yeah, I am stood close. And sorry about my breath as well.
Kind of feel your breath on my neck.
Yeah, it smells gamey, doesn't it?
Yeah, very. What's your... Have you got a dining experience you'd like to share? Because obviously you've come up here and you're probably trying to sort of flex a little bit about
I'm new to the area.
Dining experience. You're new to the area.
Yeah, I'm new to the area. Hey, do you know what? My dining experience, like, honestly, the best dining experiences tend to be when you're just really tired, I think. So I get to a certain point of exhaustion and I'm just happy with whatever.
But that's an eating experience.
Okay, dining experience. Yeah, I hear you. Okay, well, I don't want to sound like too, oh, look at me, look where I've been. But I went, we've only just met, dude. So I don't want to be like, and I'm stood so close to you. Yeah. We, in Mexico, eating off of the street is so good, man.
Great.
And I can't.
Fantastic one.
It is a bit of a fusion of me being tired and in Mexico and loving life and eating.
That's a fantastic.
You can't help but have these things tied together, I think. Like,
yeah.
But yeah.
What do you eat at Rampage when you're in the desert? Is it packed lunch?
Packed lunch,
Lunchables?
Yeah. We get Lunchables. Genuinely, you get Lunchables. They do a good job. It used to be really bad. It used to be like the diggers got one meal and then the riders went and sat in a different area. So it used to be just, us sat on the floor outside and then Bren used to smuggle us out like trick food. But now they've actually combined it all and we all get the same.
Nice.
So, yeah, that's nice.
So yours is eating on the street in Mexico. That's actually a sick answer, dude. Not many people would
No, it's
roll
pretty
with
cool.
That's really sick.
It's pretty cool. And also, like, I think because we're working there, it's like you feel like you're really like living out there. And that sounds so lame. I'm there for 2 weeks. I understand everything. I sound like a twat.
Yeah, but food's a thing. It's important.
Yeah. I know we've just met,
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like we've got a shared experience now.
Yeah.
I'd like to ask you another question.
That's brought us closer. Okay. That's nice.
Is that all right?
Even closer.
I'm having a great conversation with you.
Yeah, go on.
What's your name again?
Now,
what's your name?
My name is Igor.
Igor.
Yeah, Igor.
Yeah, you look like an Igor.
And we're here at the christening. Absolutely. Everyone always says that. Yeah. Yeah.
That's nice.
At Rampage, it's it makes it difficult, the role play, when I start flicking between Igor and myself. Or maybe I need to put on a voice for Igor. At Rampage, you really notice when the big wigs turn up. So it gets to later on in the week and the executives and the live TV people and important sponsors and stuff. Dude, the lunch crew, they kill it all 2 weeks long. But when these big wigs turn up, they drop it down a gear. We're going tacos, burritos. We're going all out. It's so good, yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. And by that point, you need it. It's like you appreciate everything. You appreciate
cold
one extra
soda.
Capri Sun. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah, please. Anyway, as you were saying, what's your name again? Are you okay?
Yeah, sorry, I was just thinking about this egg and cress sandwich. It's stuck in my teeth.
Oh, so that's your auntie's cooked you that?
Yeah,
so I
it's
assume
delicious. It's stuck in my teeth because I'm savouring it.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to keep it for later.
She's your auntie. She says the same second name as you.
Yeah.
She does.
Yeah.
She does. Okay.
Yeah, she might do.
So it's Janet Idiot Face, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what's your name?
Martin.
Martin.
No, Stuart.
Stuart Martin Idiot Face.
Yes.
Okay, nice to meet.
Accurate.
Hey, it's great to actually be
Quite
introduced
accurate, yeah.
after having such a good conversation already. Dude.
Yeah, I'm Stuart.
Yeah, nice one. I'm Igor.
Nice to meet you, Igor, again.
Igor Martinez.
Hey, Igor.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day.
Isn't it just?
Midweek.
Yeah.
Sun is shining.
Mm-hmm.
We're here at this funeral eating egg and cress sandwiches.
We are a bit dry, but it's all good.
Christening.
No
one's died.
No one's died. It's quite the opposite. Life is just starting within this wonderful religion. What's your question?
What's been the best part of your week thus far?
Oh, great question. I mean, I'm going to count out meeting you because I don't want to come on too strong.
Obviously.
All right?
Yeah, okay.
And obviously sharing this moment at this christening.
Very close.
Okay, you're asking me actually what the best part of my week's been so far.
Are you christened, Igor?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not christened. No. I come from mixed Russian-Mexican heritage and we don't...
Makes sense.
Yeah. Best. Okay, so serious answer for the best part of my week so far.
Yeah.
What day is it today? Where did we start? We're on Saturday.
It's Saturday.
Mate, I tell you what, and this is an honest answer. I really just enjoyed the Danny Mac podcast. We just recorded. Genuinely, that was like every now and then you have a podcast and you're just like stoked to sit down and get the chance to just like actually, yes, it's Danny Mac. He's a big famous mountain biker, but just an interesting and cool bloke.
Yeah.
And just to get to sit down and talk with him like that was really cool.
I think just the morning and the evening we had as well.
Yeah, it's good.
You know, while we're reflecting on that.
I like the week, dude.
I definitely had another moment last night like, oh, Danny Mac, we're just having dinner with him. Lovely bloke. Just
I
a
like the week.
Nice guy.
The ride companion coming in tops. Hopefully it's the highlight of some other people's weeks out there as well. And if it is, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Okay, here we go.
I like it.
What about you? What about the highlight of your week?
Highlight of my week. Okay, so I don't know if it fits in with the weekly scale, but I would actually say Danny, but I'll mix it up a little bit and talk about my trip to the Big Smoke to London on my own. And I emphasize on my own because I don't really like traveling that much anymore. To say I used to be like travel man a little bit, going to London on my own was a bit of a mish. But,
was it? Yeah.
Yeah, but I wanted to. I thought, you know what? I got to go to London. I went to meet my business coach, Tom. Met him in a dope spot. Did I show you the dope spot he works at? Okay, no free ads. But anyway, there's a place called Coco. It's like quite a famous music venue in London. It's like near Camden. Anyway, so it's got like a private members club attached to it called House of Coco. So my business coach, Tom, who's obviously earning very good money, works from there. And I met him there and it's like super bougie place. And you get to... There's all these different pockets of rooms and like... It's hard to explain.
Yeah, I can't picture what any of this... This is all a world I've never
It's quite
seen.
Different. It's very bougie inside.
So what is it like? You pay a membership and then you get... Is it all free food and stuff?
Nah,
or?
Still have to pay food. It wasn't like crazy expensive. I bought lunch. It was like okay. But anyway, so he works from this place. Yeah, it's like behind this music venue attached to like a theatre school and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's basically where professional people go for meetings and like... But mate, some of the spots inside it were really quite insane.
So it's not a cafe?
No, it's not a cafe and not anyone can go in there. You have to have an invite. So I had like a thing I had to scan to get in. Went in and then it's just like a lot of different rooms. It's like a little like... like a speakeasy. It was like a speakeasy.
Oh, cool.
There was these Marshall rooms which were really sick. So you can, when you join, you have to suggest a vinyl, like your favourite album, and then they buy it. And then basically if you go there and you just want to hang out, you can put headphones on in these Marshall rooms, which has got like a Marshall speaker and a turntable.
Yeah.
You can put the vinyl on, you can listen to it, you can go through the catalogue, get any of the vinyls. The coolest thing though, because it's attached to a music venue, you can go upstairs and climb all the way up to this like private lounge which overlooked the stage.
Wow.
So I went up there. Snow Patrol were playing that day, so they were in there having lunch. Don't know who they are, but you could tell they were like equally as shit as Oasis, I think, to be honest. Probably. But yeah, I went there to meet him. That's cool. Like, just getting the train down was quite cool on my own. I walked down on my own like I'm a child. On my own. I walked to the train station from my house, like, you know, an hour and a half walk or something.
Yeah.
And then I went to meet a guy who, I don't know, he's probably joining the podcast in a way, like our new guy behind the scenes.
Nice.
That's all I'll say. Yeah, so anyway, did that. That was cool. We, you know, went in for a little walk around.
That sounds nice.
Like Google campus area. I don't know where that is. You know, the Docklands.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Walk around there and stuff.
Pretty mad to think of that as a working place, isn't it? Docklands, I always think.
Yeah.
That used to be, you know, bustling ship lanes, like diesel smoke everywhere.
I like it around that bit.
Cool, isn't it?
I don't mind that bit, yeah. And then basically, dude, I had 5 hours to kill before my train home, so I bought the cheapest tickets. And I just walked.
Yeah.
I did like 18-mile walk
Nice.
around London, which is quite a long walk.
Yeah.
But given, you know, obviously walking there and all that sort of stuff, yeah. 18,
That's cool.
18-mile total
Good
day.
tour?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. All right.
Didn't get mugged, you're good?
Didn't get mugged, and I am nervous of that. There's something about being in London that I'm just like watching my back all the time. But
Yeah.
I just stuck to the main roads, dude, and just did a cruise around.
Nice.
I saw some stuff.
Nice, man.
I don't know what. I wanted to go to a museum, but couldn't figure out where they were.
Natural History Museum didn't just sort of Google that, no.
Yeah, but then I think I had to get a tube.
Will you look at the stars?
Yeah. North. I think I had to get a tube to get there, and I was just like,
it is intimidating.
I just
eh?
avoid it. I
Not
really,
like the tube.
Nah, I don't like the tube. I just always feel like I'm going to get lost. So yeah, I avoided that. But yeah, it's cool, man. Just nice to go into the big smoke on my own, like a big grown up boy.
Nice,
I actually had a really lovely walk home. So I got the train home, then I had to walk back home. I didn't have to. I just wanted to. I got back home at like 11:30 at night. The train got in, and I just had this beautiful walk back home, just under the stars. Like, it was
Nice.
sick. It was really nice. I had the headphones on, just chilling.
Hey, it sounds like a good day, Stuart.
Yes, thank you. No, that's quite a boring anecdote, I think. But hey, this is real life, dude.
You went to London. Sounds good.
On. Yeah.
I know the place well.
Yeah, you do.
What a question I wanted to ask you is, what's a hobby that you've always wanted to pick up?
Oh, please. There's a few on the radar, actually.
Is there?
Yeah. Number one, paramotoring.
Is it?
How cool is that?
No way, yeah.
Do you not, like, every now and again I see people flying around in the sky.
Yeah.
And I just think, that's a cool hobby. That's an underrated hobby. Like, being in the sky, GoPro, whatever. Actually, none of that shit. Just flying around.
You know Tristan from Mini Bike Pro?
Yeah.
Tristan, we went out to Morzine. He just bought his... It is the parachute that you use with a paramotor, but he didn't have his motor. So he just had the... I don't even know what you call it. Parachute?
Parachute? I don't know.
Parachute with him. He packed a parachute.
I feel like parachute's just for, like, down.
I wonder if he did it hand luggage.
Parachute.
Yeah, imagine that, getting on a plane with a parachute on your back.
Yeah.
I know something you don't know. Yeah, and we finished the day's riding and he just...
So sick.
Yeah, it looked amazing. All up in the... all of the thermals in the mountains.
You got to understand that stuff.
Yeah,
You
it's
have to do
very
it.
complicated. He's explaining all about it, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, so you want to get a paramotor?
Yeah.
Gonna do it? Facebook Marketplace? Minor rat damage.
Funny story. I got my friend. So we had a group chat, and in the group chat years ago, I put in there like a link to a paramotor video, and I was like, "This looks really fun. I think this is like an underrated hobby."
Yeah.
There's a bit of back and forth. Yeah, I think so. That's pretty cool. Blah 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 blah. Fast forward 18 months to 2 years, I get a selfie off him in the sky.
No way he's doing it.
Did it. Did all his lessons.
How interesting.
Kept it to himself.
It's super easy to
Just
get
thought
your
it'd be
thingy.
funny.
Yeah. Wow, there you go. Didn't
really
think
funny.
it could be a fun thing that you could do together.
No, obviously not. Just went and did it on his own.
Oh, that's cool though.
Yeah. Then.
Oh, you should do it, man. That'd be wicked.
Yeah. You don't have to do anything crazy. You just have to do some lessons.
Yeah.
Second one that I do want to talk about, because
Please.
I'm really feeling this at the moment, is metal detecting.
Okay, Stuart, please tell me more.
What's sicker than just being in field on your own, right? Beep, beep, and finding cool shit in the ground. It's mindful because you're just doing it.
Think about other stuff.
Yeah. Just,
Podcast on or no?
Yeah. Podcast on, headphones. I think you got to listen to the beep. I don't know. But there's been a woman doing it.
It'd be pointless if you didn't.
Find anything? Nah. Just listen to Joe Rogan. I think you're missing a trick.
You don't want to listen to very beepy techno music, do you? Yeah.
There's a woman doing it across from our house. She's been in the field for like 2 months, same field, and they found like loads of Roman coins in there.
Yeah, nice.
So I don't know. It's been on my radar for a while. I just think it'd be
radar.
Yeah, there you go. I just think it'd be a nice hobby, actually.
I can see you doing it. I was gonna rip you for it, but I actually don't feel that way. I just thought it'd be funny.
Nice hobby.
Yeah, it's a nice hobby. Yeah,
And nails and coins and
I can imagine the
cans,
disappointment.
crisp packets.
You'd have to deal with a lot of disappointment, I feel like, but also then the good ones would become more.
Yeah, I feel like
prominent.
you have to do deals with the farmers and think, if you're going to use their land, you have to do like a 50-50 deal if you find something cool.
Yeah.
Split it.
My dad took a year out and he was an archaeologist for a year, and we were horribly poor. It was like probably quite a stinger for my mum. Yeah, I'm not going to work for a bit, just going to do archaeology. It's my passion. So we used to spend loads of time on the dig sites.
Right.
It wasn't metal detecting. It was like
He was like volunteering.
brushing and stuff. Yeah. He was like doing it for free, like just because he was interested. It was in Guildford, where there's a castle. There's loads of like historical stuff. So he was doing that. But I remember just spending time on the sites, and like we would just play in the spills, which are just giant piles of dirt that they'd gone through.
Right.
And then I'd find like a chicken bone that was clearly from the barbecue last weekend, and and I'd ask my dad, "Is this Henry VIII's bone?" And he'd be like, "Could be." He never lied.
No,
could be. He's not a liar, my father.
No. Sounds like it. So yeah, they're my two, mate. That
Nice.
that I'm really interested in. What about yourself, Igor?
Igor, hobbies. Yeah, all aeronautical things. I think. I'd obviously love to be able to surf. I'd love to be able to fly just a small fixed wing license would be quite cool, like a bush plane.
Do you think that's something that's achievable in the future? Do you think getting a nice little plane?
So no.
Do you not?
No.
How much does a plane set you back?
Sorry. Bit of money. Unfortunately, I'd be investing that into buildings. If I had enough money to buy a plane, I couldn't spend it on myself.
Okay.
But who knows?
You never know.
Like how cool subscribe. Is it that Reece Wallace, is it, can fly?
Yes.
And has a plane? How cool is that, man? That's
cool.
Unreal, that is.
Yeah. But hey,
who else can?
From a family that's into planes, maybe dad's got, I don't know if he has, but like dad's got a plane. It's something that you'd naturally just do.
Yeah.
Get handed one down.
Yeah, and if you just got money.
Or you just have money.
Yeah. Well, good.
Plane's
I would love to fly.
Plane's a good one.
But surfing I'd love to do, but then I'm a bit bad at swimming. So there's always these, you know what, I'm stuck on bikes. It's the curse of the bike, dude.
Love your bikes, dear Igor.
You what, sorry?
Love your bikes, Igor.
Always have, yeah. Always have, yeah.
So Igor, in your spare time, do you watch any TV? If so, or maybe a book, maybe a podcast. Is there anything you could recommend?
That's such weak chat, dude.
Yeah, it is.
You know, if we've just met, that's not. I think. Okay, so for the first time on this podcast, I think that this time thing has failed. They've given up. They've just
they're shit.
That's really shit.
Yeah. What's your body count, Igor? Let's get into some real stuff.
Would you rather be a time traveler or a mind reader?
Crap.
Ooh,
okay.
Nah,
crap,
dude. Think about it.
Okay, all right.
Time traveler or mind reader is good chat, dude.
Time traveler or mind reader, Igor?
Okay, so the way I see this psychologically, you're asking someone if they want to be a time traveler. That means, do they have regret? Could they have done better?
Ooh.
Or would they? Yeah.
Why?
I feel like it does. I feel like it's just like your knee-jerk reaction. Time traveler, I'd go back and change X, Y.
Red Bulls are warm, Igor.
Mind reader, I think, is psychologically, if you're someone who really wants to be a mind reader, I think you maybe have trouble with people. You wish you knew what they were saying. Maybe you're a bit anxious. Maybe a bit worried about what other people think. Mind reader would solve that. I wouldn't want to be a mind reader.
There's a certain level of not knowing, which I think is important.
Yeah, ignorance is bliss. I don't want to know how much of a cock everyone thinks I am.
Yeah, exactly. And Igor, if we're reading each other's mind right now,
absolutely,
you don't want to know what I'm thinking.
Yeah, and what would we talk about anyway? You'd just be like,
So you're saying you'd go with time traveler?
I would.
And where would you go?
See, the one thing I didn't think about, I'd go to the future, find lottery numbers, come back, pay off a mortgage.
Crap bitch answer.
Why not? I would do that. It would affect my life very positively.
But there's no mystery moving forwards.
No, just get the mortgage paid off. I'll still crack on. I'm not going to go get Lambos or anything. Just mortgage done.
Okay.
Whack. Next. You?
What if you could only do it once?
Time travel.
Yeah. Do you still go forwards and pay off the mortgage?
Just get big Euro millions payoff. It's sad, I know, but
so
it's what I would do.
Monetary based.
Yes. Because if you just think about...
You won't go meet Gandhi.
No, I don't care about that. I don't care about that. I would just go and get... Because, okay, honestly, I don't want to be fancy. I just want to never worry about it. Nice. That's the thing. And it's like, it is freedom. So it's the one thing I worry about. Honestly, I'm quite a carefree person. I think I worry about money. So that's why I would do it. It's not so I could wear a leather jacket and get a fancy watch. No. It's just, don't have to think about mortgage.
That's a good one.
It's not. It's like you.
I mean,
your initial reaction, very boring. I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's a bit chat. Where would you go? Gandhi.
Gandhi. Where would I go? I'd probably go... I know where I'd go. I'd go back to 1950-ish America. You know, like when they were driving those like cool big Chevy cars.
Yep.
Rock and roll music.
Okay, yeah.
I'd go to some diners, have some cheeseburgers and milkshakes.
Yeah.
That's where I'd be.
So you'd come back.
Chuck
Basically, I'd bring back millions of pounds and you'd bring back a slightly raised cholesterol.
Yeah. Slick back hair.
It is a better answer, but also...
I'm thinking I'm John Travolta in Greece.
Yeah, nice.
That's where I'd... That era...
Do you remember Greece? Like watching it?
Yeah. Right,
he showed off, splashing around.
Love that movie. It's killer. No?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Incredible.
That time is like... 50s America, I think, was really...
And being that age and learning about it through Greece.
Carefree.
Cool, man.
50s America looked... From the movies.
Yeah.
Looked cool.
Yeah. I'm sure reality, it probably wasn't all that fun.
No.
I just remember those drainage ditches and thinking, if we only had them there. And I still think it when I go to America.
Yeah. Drainage ditches, mate. There you go.
Mate, what I really wanted to ask you, Stuart, is what's the most interesting thing you've learned recently? When you actually think about that question, it's quite good.
Yeah, that's good. Most interesting thing I've learned recently is that I need to buy the thing in this ad break.
Nice, man. Oh, finally, we get to my favourite ad. I think it is probably my favourite because it's the easiest one.
Yeah, this one's easy, dude. If you've not got one of these and you're a mountain biker, then what are you?
What are you, dude? You're probably not cleaning your bike.
No.
You're certainly not. I didn't clean my bike before I got one.
I'm also quite guilty of it.
I didn't even have an outside tap before I got a
not?
WORX Hydro Shot. That's right. We're talking about the WORX Hydro Shot.
Yes.
I use it every single ride.
Yep. Same, mate. I'm with you almost every single ride. I'm going to say almost because that's the sort of guy I am. But I do try, and I still keep my bikes in the house. So I do have to make sure she's clean because she comes in the house, you know?
Yeah, there you go. But it is so easy because you've got the power share system. Yep. Obviously, that's the battery that comes out of, personally, my leaf blower, my impact driver, my chainsaw.
Okay.
I can carry on.
I can carry on too.
Please,
we're doing house renovations at the moment, as you know, and I've got a few WORX tools in there. So I've been using a grinder, strimmer, done the garden recently.
Nice.
Impact driver. Got one of those.
Lovely, yeah.
The tire inflator.
Oh, I need to get one of them.
That's
man.
really sick. Hoover.
The Hoover's brilliant.
And all of it works off one battery.
It does.
It's a dream.
How good is that?
Yeah,
right.
Really
so there's the difference between when I first cleaned my bike with a Hydro Shot. Mm-hmm. We're on to the 56 bar version, aren't we?
Yeah, we are, mate. They've added some extra power.
But it's not
too much power.
No.
Which is nice.
It's absolutely perfect. This sounds like just something that you say in the adverts, and I bear in mind this is the adverts, but it is absolutely the perfect amount of pressure for a bike.
Totally.
Don't blow out your bearings.
Not going to blow out your bearings, exactly.
Right, shall I read some information about it?
Yeah, please.
Okay, so unlike conventional pressure washers with bulky body unit, mains connection, and garden hose attached to the tap, the new WORX Nitro high flow Hydro Shot, so that's the difference. It's the WORX Nitro high flow Hydro Shot, runs on batteries. It draws water from any source, so you can do it from a river in Wales when you're after the bike park. You can do it from wherever.
Yep,
you can do it. bucket, pools,
Bottle,
lakes, even seawater.
bath.
It's ideal for cleaning around the house and patio.
Yep.
We're talking about bikes. I did just auto cue that and just read what it said.
But it's, again, it doesn't have to be used for your bikes.
You're
That's
right.
the cool thing. We use it around the house and outside
absolutely.
the house, you know.
And I do regularly.
Yes.
Equipped with WORX built brushless motor 2.0, this high pressure washer delivers excellent performance on powerful cleaning with a 220 litres an hour flow rate. That's a lot.
She's flowing.
She's flowing. Designed compact and portable at only 1.5 kilograms. You can take anywhere you need. It's got a 5-in-1 nozzle, actually also very useful.
Yes. Sometimes you want it on the pinpoint.
Exactly.
Clean the patio or something like that. Sometimes you want it a little bit wider. Maybe you're watering the flower beds or something like that.
Absolutely. This goes through all the other applications.
But we know them, dude. We can move on. We know them. And if you don't know them, head to uk.worx.com.
Yeah.
And if you enter the code The Ride Companion,
Yeah. Is that
you're going to
caps?
get... It is caps.
It's all caps, just the Ride Companion.
Yeah, just The Ride Companion. That's going to knock you 10% off.
Amazing. That's just on uk.worx.com.
Let's do 15% off.
Are you that powerful?
Yeah, we'll speak to him.
You're a podcast
Yeah, well, let's
master.
just do it for 2 weeks. 15% off.
2 weeks, 15% off.
2 weeks, 15% off.
uk.worx.com with the code The Ride Companion, all capitals.
And it's across the whole range, except the robot lawnmower. But everything else. So you could build out your garage a little
really
bit, man.
good,
Get yourself a hydro shot, get yourself a drill, grinder, strimmer, all kinds of things.
Sometimes when I feel lost in life, I actually just go on the WORX website because I can't believe they've got that many products.
So many.
If I'm struggling for jobs to do, I'll go on the WORX website and it will actually lead me to the light. I'll find a job to do. They've got so many tools. It's insane.
Tool for everything.
Get yourself to uk.worx.com with the code The Ride Companion for 15% off for 2 weeks. I can't believe Davey's doing this, but he's doing it. He's pulling the trigger.
Yep.
Not literally, because we don't want to get the studio wet. Okay. Thanks, WORX.
Thanks, WORX. So the question was, Igor. The question was, what have we learned? What have I learned? What's the most
interesting thing you learned recently?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find it, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's all right. In the meantime, I'm going to tell you what I learned recently.
Yeah.
And that is that sharks are older than trees.
That's insane, isn't it?
Little podcast piece of information regurgitated from another podcast, but sharks have been on the earth longer than trees.
That's really good.
By 100 million years, I think.
100 million years.
Yeah, that could have been wrong.
That's a big number.
Hey, what is a podcast if it's not a place to put misinformation?
So true. What even would it be?
Look it up, dude.
So I learned about the parent-adult-child P.A.C. model, okay?
Yeah, what's that
It's a psychological framework that helps people understand their behaviors and reactions through the lens of 3 ego states: parent, adult, and child. I'm using my phone because it was hard to remember this, but it's fucking interesting. So the model was developed by psychologist Eric Byrne and is based on the idea that people have 3 sides to their personality that interact with each other in interactions.
Interesting.
So it's a super cool. I love this chat. So this came from my business coach, Tom.
Parent, adult, child.
Parent, adult, child. And parent, adult, and child are all... Sorry, parent and child are like negatively and positively charged. So you can have like a negative parental conversation. So you could be, for example, Olly...
You really shouldn't do that.
Yeah, and that's negative. Or you could have a positive one, which would be...
You're really good at this.
The cheese sandwiches are amazing. That sort of thing. And it basically, it's like when you have 2 people about trying to make sure that you're always having adult interactions. So and that's like a flat plane. So if you imagine parent, imagine 3 dots, parents at the top, adult, child. If you're having like a positively charged parent one, it will cross to, usually you'll get a childish negative response back. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'm explaining it really badly.
No, you've lost me there.
Okay.
I think the 3 states I think I get. So is a parent a figure of authority? An adult is just like a grown-up response, and then a child is like a crazy positive.
I don't... He explained the positive and negative charge. I've tried to explain it, but it's really difficult. But usually, when you're having a parent conversation, you'll get a child response back normally. That's what I think he was trying to say. Whereas a lot of people... So here's an example. I used us as an example, actually. We have quite adult conversations in the fact we're always on the level playing field.
Yeah.
We always have like honest interactions.
Yeah,
with
so
each
it is
other.
about authority, basically.
Yeah, and also just how you deal with people. It's like,
Yeah.
so for example, if you're having an argument with somebody and you go negative parent on them, like, oh my God, you shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
You might get a child.
Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. Response. So you always want to be with your interaction that you have, and you always want to be adult to adult, where you just understanding, you are empathetic, you are listening, and then you're taking it on and then responding in an adult manner, rather than having oh, well, shut up, it's whatever. That's a childish response.
Yep, yeah, I think I can see that. Yeah, so
I've just been thinking about it a lot more for me with my interactions with people.
Yeah,
and it since helped with a business conversation, for example.
So it doesn't work if you start as a child. You don't get a positive parent response.
Exactly.
You do.
You do. You don't. What do you mean? The positive and negative side of it is really hard to understand because I don't quite.
Yeah, I'm not.
Understand.
I think I approximately get it with like a figure of authority and then someone who's
I was trying to
under
find
your
an example.
care,
Just
and then adult on a level playing field. But
yeah, it was
positive and negative, I don't understand.
No, I don't understand positive and negative if I'm honest. But I tried, and that's
There you
what
go.
we do on this thing, didn't
Mate,
it? We just
absolutely,
tried.
yeah, it's interesting, and it was a great answer to the question. And the question I next have for you is really a belter, and you see they've switched it up a gear in the Time magazine article. It says that belt pairs. No, I'm wanted to ask you, that belt pairs so nicely with your outfit. How did you learn to be so creative with your accessories? Imagine asking that to someone at a party.
That is the creepiest question you
We're
could
not
ask
doing it.
someone.
I'm skipping it. I'm not talking about your belt, dude. It's too close to your crotch.
And I'm not
You can't
wearing
ask
one.
someone that, and you're not wearing any trousers.
No, no.
You can't be wearing a belt if
And
you're
why
not
are
wearing
you stood
trousers.
this close?
I just like being this close when I eat my egg and cress sandwiches. This is a horrible role play. Just two awkward people having an awkward conversation.
Igor and Stuart.
Horrible.
Match made in heaven.
Yeah, yeah. If you could do anything you want without having to worry about money, what would you want to do and why?
Okay, yeah, great.
That's nice.
Yeah, it is. Probably live a bit like Danny McCaskill, I think.
Love e-bike rides. Love e-bike rides.
Love e-bike rides.
Yeah.
I'd live in the wilderness.
I think
I think he's doing it right, dude.
I cannot even picture how much difference it would make if I
It'd be
truly
pretty cool, wouldn't it?
were free of worrying about money. Like what kind of person you would be completely up in the air.
Mm.
It could unlock something in you where you want to help people, where you want to, if you just don't have to worry.
I'd be interested to see what my personality would do, because I am quite bad at not giving myself permission to enjoy things.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know if I've always thought about, you mentioned callback, like the lottery. I don't think me winning the lottery would be good. I don't think I could handle it.
You'd have a Lambo, wouldn't you?
No, maybe, but probably
yes.
But I don't think that if you won the lottery, I might be off on this. This is me. I've thought about this a lot, because people always say that, don't they? Oh, if I won the lottery. I don't think for me I'd handle it well, because I'm a firm believer in like earning money, and I think being given an astronomical amount of money would have a lot of emotion attached to it, like guilt, and I didn't work for this, I didn't earn this.
Interesting.
I don't know, I'm not in that position, but I don't play the lottery. I hate when people say it as well. It gives me the creeps a little bit. You know, people like, if I won the lottery, and you go, well, do you play the lottery? No. Well, what are we doing? What are we talking about then?
You're right, yeah.
I don't play lottery, so I don't even enter that conversation, because I don't play lottery. But anyway, what I was trying to say is, I don't know how it would feel. How would you feel now if, let's just say, £1 million just dropped in your account?
Pretty good.
Okay, all right, 10 million.
Fantastic.
Really?
Absolutely. You know the Moby song, hey.
Yeah.
I'd feel like that floating. Hey. I would be absolutely, yes.
It just got gifted to you.
Yes.
Wow, interesting.
Yes.
I think seeing that number for the first time would be quite a trip. I think you'd be like, whoa, I don't know if I deserve that.
Oh, I don't think I would deserve it, but I would have it.
Not personality, it's just like, I don't know. I just know what I'm like.
So you would feel undeserved?
Yeah, I think so.
I would feel absolutely over the moon. Because it wouldn't even be my money. I'd give it to so many people. Not sounding, I sound like that guy again, man. Maybe I am that guy. I would pay off my mortgage. I'd get gifts. It would be so fun getting gifts to all my friends and family. It'd be so fun with 10 million quid, dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel bad at all. Not one part of my entire body would feel bad.
So is that what you do if money was no object? What would you do? Sorry.
Yeah, I think you'd be very different. I think if it was truly no object in that, let's just say, if you get 10 million, you don't have to do anything with it. Just put it in an account and then live off the interest. So like you could live a fairly, like a well-paid job. Well, you can pay yourself whatever you want. You could have it going to a trust fund you could have it going to your mum, the rest of it. You could just you could literally pay yourself minimum wage if you want. Yeah. And just have the rest go to all of your family and just have that 10 mil just paying everyone around you to earn minimum wage and then knock about. You don't have to like get Lamborghinis.
Yeah.
I would pay. I do feel an immense amount of pressure.
You think universal basic income's a good idea, Igor?
Oh, Stuart, honestly, it's a question I'm often asked, and I have truly no idea.
Okay.
I've thought about it lots and lots, and I just have no idea. I would say for me as a person, I have to draw from my own experiences. When I watch someone fill a wheelbarrow next to me, and they do it literally a quarter of the pace of that. Like when you've worked on site and you just see like the difference in productivity between human beings and how much some people like they think they're getting away with not doing as much as you. And I just think I struggle with any concept where it doesn't rely on. Unfortunately, I'm very much a product of a capitalist society. I feel like when I work hard, I want to get paid more.
Interesting.
What do you think about universal basic income, Stuart?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Igor. I'm thinking that like
absolutely not.
Yeah, I'm not
qualified to answer these questions.
No.
Good conversation, though, mate.
Oh, thanks. I'm a great conversationalist. Igor.
You are.
I really try my best. I just had an idea.
I feel like you've read an
Here's what we should do.
Go on.
I'm throwing it out there now.
Yeah.
So what month we're going out in October? So late November.
Yeah.
Ride companion meetup, right? Down here.
Yeah.
We're going to have a day. We'll meet somewhere. We'll go for a nice loop. Peas Lake Loop. All right. Somewhere like that. Okay.
We could have it a focus ride day.
Focus ride day. Yeah. And then after, we're going to have a group trip to the basketball.
Well, that'd be nice. If there's a game on, that'd be fantastic.
Will there be a game
on? Yeah, that'd be good. There should be. It's in the season. So yeah.
In season, we'll go companionship group.
That'd be nice.
Basketball game. And then a few drinks after in Guildford. And everyone's had a great day. And it's like
it's a nice day.
End of season.
End of season bash. Sounds good. Count me in, dude.
You're in. We're all in. I'm up for that. Are you?
Yeah. It sounds absolutely great.
Yeah.
We went from universal basic income
to going to the basketball.
To a little basketball game. Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. Do we have any...
I did a crazy meditation the other day.
These are my favourite parts of the podcast, honestly. These are like...
So someone told me about doing this, and I was like, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this.
Yeah, please.
So here's what you have to do.
Funnel? What's the apparatus? You need funnel? What do you need? Little mud guard or something? I don't know.
No, it's really basic. It's really simple. You'd like this one.
University basic.
Okay. Visualization one.
Nice.
So what you have to do is you have to sit on... You have to... I can't...
You have to visualize. You have to sit on. Carry on.
Yeah, you have to... No. You have to sit... You have to imagine. You don't have to sit anyway. You just have to be still. Then you have to imagine sitting next to your 5-year-old self on your bed when you were 5 years old.
Yeah.
And you take your 5-year-old self and you walk him or her or whatever through your life, and you show him how much you've accomplished and how cool it is. And you take a moment to appreciate what you've done. And you don't have to worry about winning the lottery. or doing all this other shit. You just have to be really grateful for this amazing life you get to live, for this stunning bike that gives you so much happiness.
Nice, man. Nice.
All right?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
And that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's something in thinking about where you are, but I don't dwell too much. I'm not a very proud person. I don't dwell too much on
you should be, Igor.
accomplishments. I don't think it's did you know proud as a feeling is listed as one of the deadly sins?
Really?
Pride is not. It's like something that's become like.
Can you be proud and humble at the same time?
I think if you're a proud person, it's like almost the opposite of
humble.
Yeah, you're so pleased with your own accomplishments. Pride, like being a proud person. I can't remember. I think I was with Dace and we looked it up. I don't know if I'm off on this, but my definition of pride, of being proud, not of the homosexual LGBT sort of pride, of the pride that one feels where they nod like this.
Yeah, that's mine.
Yeah. When we looked up the definition, we were like,
wow, how interesting.
Yes,
That's something I've learned.
I'm not a very proud person. I've never been proud of anything, I would say. I'm pleased for people. I'm never proud of people. I don't know why. It's something, because being proud of stuff is something that's really become, how funny is it? Like language.
Yeah.
Language like,
so
you notice everyone says gaslighting now, right?
Gaslighting, yeah.
Like, that's like a cool thing to bring up or whatever it becomes.
You're gaslighting me.
Yeah. I don't even know what it means, but.
I think it means when you are like trying to say you've done something that you haven't done, I think.
You're gaslighting me when you say that.
Maybe.
Misunderstood. Guy that misunderstands everyone.
I don't know. I think that's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I think language is well interesting like that. Do you remember random lost its way for a bit? Random.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
But yeah, my understanding of pride means I can't feel it.
You don't feel proud?
No.
Wow. I think, like if someone...
I'm pleased for someone if they can feel pride.
Okay, let me try and flip it back. So if someone says to me, what do you do for a living? I am proud to tell them.
I'm proud to announce
what I do. Because I'm like, that's actually sick. Like, that's cool.
Good. That's cool.
So what would your emotion be? What's your emotion to like, if someone says, oh, what do you do? And you say, oh, I ride bikes. Like, are you just pleased? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pleased I ride bikes. I love riding bikes. I'm not like, proud.
Interesting.
Not proud.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's probably my definitions off.
I mean, we'd all just have a different
perception
of what that word means.
Yeah,
and it's just literally a noise from your mouth. So it,
yeah, true. It means whatever you want. It makes my toes curl when you see like everyone's. You often see stuff about being proud.
Yeah.
And it's too much for me. It makes me like.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know why.
That's
it's like
I like it, dude. That's cool.
An allergy.
Yeah, an allergy.
I'm proud. I'm proud of nothing.
What else? Are we done or what? Where are we at? 40 minutes.
We haven't actually finished the
oh, please,
article.
I'll carry on. Like, I just wondered where we're at.
Yeah. We haven't finished the article. I might just skip to the...
Hey, you know that Red Bull Troy Lee stuff you were wearing out at Rampage?
Yeah.
Is that available?
It is available. Honestly, I'm having troubles with this because I don't know if it's available in the UK.
Okay.
And I've got a lot of messages. So I was even thinking I could try and bring a load back and sell it, but that's not confirmed. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that yet. So basically, we're recording this in the past, so we don't know. But
yeah, okay.
It's really cool. Isn't it?
It's sick, isn't it?
Yeah, really cool.
I was just curious because I also got a few messages asking about it.
Yeah.
Because I shared the thing and then people, obviously.
Yeah. No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm completely honest with you.
Okay. Are we going to work on a merch drop for Christmas?
We are.
We're going to work on a merch drop for Christmas.
We are. We've got the designs, dude. We're ready to go.
Okay. Because we're getting close to Christmas by the time this comes out. So
yeah, it's mad.
Mid to end of November, we're going to hopefully do a merch drop, and there might be something else attached to the merch drop. Which
in a way, we time travel because we're talking right now as you're listening from the past.
Interesting, isn't it?
Really, really interesting. Yeah.
Quite scary.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? I've loved this episode. This feels like one of the rambling episodes that we've done. What do you think about the conversation starters thing?
I wouldn't use any of them.
I really thought we were onto something with the first one.
Yeah,
the best dining experience, but then it just lost it.
Then it's lost its way. Are they all that bad?
Pretty much, yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Pretty much. And it's like they tried to be more quirky as
put
we got towards the
jokes
end.
back in ChatGPT.
Yeah. What would be your conversation starter? If you, Stuart, as Davy, what would be your...
See, I like... Emma really liked this about when we met. This is one of the nice things she said about me. That we did a whole date and I never asked her like what she does for a living. I just wanted to know about her.
Yeah.
So I'd say, I'd actually say something like, hey man, nice to meet you. Igor was your name?
Yeah, Igor.
Strange name.
Still the same.
Well, not, yeah, okay. What's 3 interesting things about you?
Would you actually say that to someone?
What?
I can imagine you saying
Strange
that.
Strange name?
No. 3 interesting things.
Yeah, like okay. Hey Igor, nice to meet you. It's been a lovely chat. I can feel you still on my
Yeah, I'm very
skin.
close. I'm
like,
still very
so
close.
Yeah. Like I can
I've
smell
shifted to the side now.
egg and cress.
So I'm sort of, my face is close to your ear, yeah.
You're giving me goosebumps because it's like breathing.
Bad breath,
yeah.
Yeah, hellish.
What's 3 interesting things about you that no one would know? Like no one would guess about you?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's not a bad conversation starter, is it? It sort of sounds like one of the things that they say on Kill Tony.
Yeah, that's true.
How long have you been doing stand-up, I'd say to you?
How long have you been doing podcasts? That's what I'd say, something like that.
Yeah, nice.
I'd struggle to think of 3 interesting things.
Yeah, how you doing? Such a cop-out, isn't it?
Yeah.
How you doing? That was nice. Egg and cress is dry.
What do you think it is? You know, like, have you thought much about, you know when you meet someone and you instantly don't connect? What do you think that is?
Oh, mate, I'm a positive person, but it takes me a while to sort of like feel... I'm quite cautious, I'll be honest, and it takes me a while to know. So I don't really trust my initial instincts that much because I just think, you're just being, a bit standoffy. Yeah. Because quite often you'll meet someone and you think, oh, look at this guy, big dong on campus. Look at how pleased he is with himself. But then you actually meet them, they're actually lovely.
Yeah, you're right. What I'm trying to say is it's like, and it's not through lack of trying, but sometimes with people, it's like 2 magnets that repel.
Yeah.
No matter how hard you try, the conversation just won't go anywhere and it'll keep stalling. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That happens to some people. And I've always wondered, like, what is that? There must be, is it a frequency thing? Is it an energy thing? Is it does someone just need to bathe in more sound? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
It happens with some people. You just, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
The connection isn't there, like with certain people.
I can tell you what I think is the
I had
thing
an
that
interaction
I
like
struggle,
it recently. But yeah.
The thing that I can guarantee the conversation is not going to be good is if you take yourself very seriously.
Okay.
I'm a silly person. I don't take myself seriously. I'm never going to. I find that really hard. It's always like it gets to a difficult point. If you've got a high opinion and you take yourself seriously, neither of which, those 2 things aren't bad. I'm not saying they're like despicable character traits, but like, what are we going to talk about, dude,
Yeah.
I think of how silly the conversation we've just had for an hour has been.
Yeah.
Like, if you took yourself seriously...
We wouldn't have done it.
Nah. So I think that would be probably the number one why I would struggle to talk to someone at a party.
Okay.
But if we're just listing facts, it's tough.
When's the last time you did it? Can you think, sorry, I'm going on a bit, but like, when is the last time? Can you think of a time you went and just started a conversation with someone random?
Just met someone and they've dried you out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, actually.
I really try sometimes.
Do you?
Mainly in places, I try not to, for example, get my phone out in the supermarket. If I'm stood in the queue, I'll just try and have a conversation with someone.
Yeah,
and
I
just
think that's
see
nice,
what happens.
Make someone, I think that's nice because it makes someone feel a bit seen, especially in like a, in like a job like where they might experience loads of people not paying attention to them. I think it's quite nice to just...
it could be
the lady a minute ago when we bought lunch. I asked her how she was, and you see her smile. Her smile actually made me sad because I realised no one had asked her.
Yeah,
or something. You just get the impression. Yeah, I think that's nice.
I think it's nice. Well, I really enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say I'm like particularly confident, but yeah.
I think of you as a very confident person, especially like.
Nah, I wouldn't say so. We had this conversation, didn't we?
Yeah, okay, but your appearance would be confident. Everyone is, ultimately everyone has insecurities about themselves. But I would say on the surface, you do a very good job of hiding them. I don't think you come across as someone who's got insecurities necessarily.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Insecurity, I don't know. I don't know if there's any insecurity. I just won't say I'm like particularly confident. I just like been silly sometimes.
Oh, maybe insecure is wrong then.
In situations.
What's the opposite of confident?
Unconfident.
It would be insecure, wouldn't it?
Nah, it wouldn't be to me. I wouldn't say insecure. I'd say like if you're not confident, you're just reserved. You're just maybe subdued.
But then I think I'm confident and reserved.
Yeah.
I can be a total nightmare, annoying, loudest voice in the room, but I can actually not.
Yeah.
And probably if you listen to the podcast, you'd think I was just constantly, shut up, man. And largely you'd be right. But there's definitely situations 100% I'm not like.
It's interesting, and it changes as well. I think that's cool, isn't it? It's always changing.
When do you think you're at your most confident?
Doing this is like, I think you've got to be somewhat confident to do this.
Yeah.
In a way. Like, I feel like we just did a conversation with someone who is quite a megastar. There has to be some sort of confidence attached to that to be able to do it and just trust yourself and trust the process. That's confidence. But for me, just out and about in general life, it's like with people I don't know that well, and I'll like put a front on that I'm really confident. And I am confident, but not really. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a front, yeah. I'm interested in it, actually. I can't even picture what...
We're going to see how confident I am when I've just done an interview with Rob Warner on stage in front of loads of people.
Oh, yeah, it's coming up, isn't it? Yeah. Is that...
That'll have gone.
Will that have gone?
Yeah. That's making me feel a bit weird. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, looking forward to it, man. But like... Don't know.
What's it going to be like? I don't even know. Yeah.
If it's an interview, it's not going to be great. If it's just a Q&A, like, all good.
Q&A, like the crowd does Q&A.
I think I've just got to host it.
Nice. The whole night or just the Rob bit?
Just that. Yeah,
nice,
just
nice,
that.
Man.
I'm looking forward to it, mate. Day at Bike Park.
Yeah.
Day at Bike Park and do that.
I'm going next week, actually, to Bike Park Wales.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm there Saturday.
Nice.
Yeah, should be fun, shouldn't it?
Oh, mate, that's wicked. You've got a live date coming up, so you can't plug it, though, because it's in the past, because we're time travellers.
Yeah, and we've got to go to an ad break.
Have we?
Ollie, mate, it's the ads. What are you doing?
Well, I didn't think I'd have to stop. It's so quiet.
I know you've been riding a lot and you're really trying to focus on recovery, but you can't always be recovering, can you?
I can if I sponsor this COMPEX and you got the Fix 2.0 and I'm making my legs feel better.
Oh, mate.
Honestly, this thing is incredible. It's been helping me out loads. I've been riding a lot, and this thing, I get home and I just use it for recovery. You can use it for before as well, though, right?
You can, mate. Yeah, the COMPEX Fix 2.0 Master helps warm up muscles before a workout.
Oh, nice.
And relieve stiffness after a hard session, okay?
That's what you're using it for. Yeah, I've just finished a hard session, so.
Yeah, it has 5. Ollie.
Yeah.
It's my favourite tool as well, all right? The COMPEX Fix 2.0 massager helps warm up muscles before a workout and relieve stiffness after a hard session.
Yeah.
Okay, it's got 5 powerful intensity settings.
Oh, yeah, it has. That's done with this dial here.
That's done with a
it's
dial.
Really good, yeah.
Paired with a high stall force will give the intense pressure needed to help relieve the toughest spots safely and comfortably.
Hey, I want to point out that the stall force thing is really important because when you're pushing down hard, really getting in those difficult points,
nooks and crannies,
it's not stalling. And some of the other ones, I'll be honest,
not
only did I buy them off Amazon, they stalled and then they set my house on fire. Oh. So you don't want that.
No, mate, you don't want that at all. It also comes with 5 interchangeable tips.
Yep.
Okay, and a rotating arm helps tailor your massage specific to the needs of different muscle groups. Okay. Yep. It has a removable and rechargeable batteries, a compact design, and a quiet motor help provide relief anywhere and everywhere. Okay, so you can bring your inner pro with a Fix 2.0 massage.
That rhymed.
Gun. It did rhyme.
Just saying that rhymed.
It did rhyme. But yeah, honestly, dude, real life experiences. I use mine all the time. Post ride, pre ride. I just love using the COMPEX Fix 2.0.
Do you know what I found the other day? I was at my physio. Everything he had was COMPEX. I really liked that.
Mate, yeah.
It's really good.
Chosen by professionals.
Yeah.
And they do loads of other stuff too. So check out compex.com. All right. You can look through all of the different recovery tools. They've got
muscle stims. I've been using the muscle stims on my arm.
Yeah, they got the core belt. They got, this ankle protection. You need some of that.
Need it.
Wrist protection. Maybe need some of that.
I do now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Loads of stuff.
I'm going to get COMPEXed up, dude.
COMPEXed up.
Hey, do we have anything to offer to our companionship? Because I do like it when we finish ads on an offer.
Yeah, we got to finish on. Hey, it's a big offer too, mate.
Is it?
Yeah. So if you head to compex.com, enter the promo code The Ride Companion.
Okay.
What is it?
The Ride Companion.
All in caps.
Okay, nice. I was about to ask.
We're going to knock off a whopping 20% off.
20%?
20% off. Now, if that's not a deal to get you recovered, ready to ride through spring, then I don't know.
Hey, you
Can't
might
do any better.
You might get 20% off, but you're going to be 100% satisfied with the product, let me tell you.
Oh, and on that note,
that was nice.
Thank you, COMPEX.
Thanks, COMPEX.
Great ad.
Really good ad. Really good ad. It's actually made me hot how good it was. It's like
It's the bike.
Oh, I forget it's there.
Yeah, it's that.
Oh,
it's still hot from the fires and the content and the biking and it's just warm in general, dude. Right. It's getting ridden to death. It's hot.
What are we talking about next week? Are we going to be doing a rampage breakdown next week?
I bloody hope so. With the gang.
I think if we can get the gang in next week, rampage breakdown.
Might be the week after.
Might be the week after. Who knows?
We don't know because we're all over the place at the moment.
In the future, simultaneously. Where are we?
If we could do a rampage breakdown, that would be the best. Hopefully by this point, everyone has watched Drive Time over on that man's YouTube channel at ODub_23, ODub channel.
That's right. And of course, you can listen to the audio on the Ride Companion on wherever you get your podcast.
Anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can screen it at Alexa if you want.
Yeah,
if you've got one of those devil devices in your house.
Yeah.
Or just keep...
Hey, just be happy.
Just be happy.
Just be happy. Be confident.
Be more
or
like
not
Igor
confident.
And Steve.
Yeah.
Stu.
Igor and Stu. What a love story. How did it end, do you think? Swap numbers?
Yeah.
I think they got on pretty good.
I think they got on really well. Couple of cheese sandwiches after.
Yeah.
Their egg and cress
Wash down the cress, exactly.
Yeah. Maybe watch a bit of Downton Abbey.
Yeah, dude. They seem like a Downton pair, don't they? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, everyone, for watching. This one's been random. We just wanted to do this one.
Mate, I've enjoyed it. Catch you next time. Peace and love.
Like and subscribe. Mate, what an episode.
Brilliant. I thought you were really great, Davey.
Mate, and I thought you were even better.
Thanks, dude.
Better than normal.
Oh, cheers.
Hey, how about we tell our lovely podcast community to hit subscribe here.
Yeah.
Click on the video on Olly's face.
That's right.
Click on the video on my face.
Yeah.
And follow us at The Ride Companion on Instagram.
They can like and comment as well.
Please do.
I'm going to try and get this energy and I'm going to bring it into next week.
Let's fast forward to next week's episode.
Done.